Why can we travel quickly through interstellar space through wormholes? Just like the 2 points A and B on paper, the normal route is too far, and the wormhole can fold the space, so we can take a shortcut. The wormhole is a space with more than 3 dimensions, and human common sense does not work here at all. The cabin was seriously deformed, and Brand touched it out of curiosity, and his hand was also bent and deformed. According to NASA's information, there are 3 planets that are most likely to be inhabited by humans. Because they are close to wormholes, the gravity is huge. The greater the gravity, the slower the time. 1 hour on the planet is equivalent to 7 years on Earth. If there is a slight delay, humanity may become extinct. But there is no other way. The former astronauts continue to provide data. They are also the closest to this planet. They let Romy stay in the cabin, and the 3 of them set off immediately. This planet is a vast ocean with no land. As soon as they arrived, they found the wreckage of the former astronauts' plane. Brand miscalculated, but before the time of the ocean planet was calculated, the astronauts had an accident a few minutes after landing. But according to Earth time, several years have passed. Brand wants to find the black box, which contains important information. Even if it is not here, he has to climb over the mountain in front to find it. But Cooper is confused. This is not a mountain, but a huge tide pulled by huge gravity. Can 10,000 years of power stop this wave? Brand ignored the dissuasion and insisted on getting the black box back. He raced against time. He was lucky. He got the black box back and was rescued on the ship, but his teammate Doyle saved him. In the end, he was swept away by a huge wave before he could upload. The huge wave hit the cabin of the spacecraft, and a large amount of water was taken in, which took at least an hour to drain. Cooper was anxious. When he returned to the space station again, the hatch opened, and Romy, who had just stayed in the space station, looked very old, because he had been waiting here for 23 years, 4 months and 8 days, from young to old, and his hair and beard were all white. 1 hour here is 7 years on Earth. Time flies, and years pass by like an arrow. Time flies. In the past 23 years, Cooper has missed all the important moments in his son's life. His son has graduated, got married, and had children. Cooper watched the videos sent from Earth one by one, and he had already burst into tears. He finally waited for his daughter's first video. Cooper has been in space for 2 years, and his daughter on Earth has grown up to 23 years old. Today is Murphy's birthday, a special day, because today he is the same age as when Cooper left. Cooper once said, "When I come back, maybe my daughter will be the same age as I was when I left." But now, she's already joined the space agency as an assistant to an old professor, working together on secret missions. Everyone knows she studies aerospace for her father, who is far away in space, while Cooper is running low on fuel to reach the remaining 2 planets. Cooper and Brand had a disagreement. Professor Edmund's planet had good feedback data, but he had stopped updating. The planet that had continuous information was Dr. Mann's, and Dr. Mann's planet was closer. Of course, the rational Cooper chose the latter. But Brand thought that Professor Edmunds was more likely. The important thing was that Edmunds was Brand's lover. This was not entirely Brand's selfishness. He believed that humans could not perceive dimensions higher than 3, but we could perceive them. Love, I will love my deceased relatives. One can also love a distant partner, which shows that love can transcend dimensions. Despite Cooper's insistence, the spacecraft heads to Professor Mann's planet. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the old professor, nearing the end of his life, confesses the enormous lie he has spun. Plan A was a scam from the start. From the very beginning, he intended to abandon the true purpose of humanity's interstellar travel,